Yes, what's going on, guys? The Kitty G on Egal Talks Football once again. You guys already know what it is. How are you guys doing? If you're watching this video, this is going to be our welcome and our introduction to the Qatar World Cup. Yes, the World Cup that had a documentary on it on Netflix due to the fact that there was a lot of scandals around it. A World Cup that had to build a bunch of stadiums, and of course, there was a lot of incidents that took place with that. A World Cup that has groups that have been set up with some first timers, some legendary teams, and we're going to get through everything today, right? And as much as we can get through, of course, we're going to do some predictions for some of the group stages, and we're going to do some predictions for a player of the tournament, who we think we might win, talking a little bit about England, talking a little bit about the Golden Boot, talking a little bit about the rules that are going to be taking place at this World Cup, because this World Cup is a little bit different than normal. And also, most importantly, right, there's going to be a part 2 to this video. This part of the video is going to be me, myself, and Bice, and some other people that jump in throughout the video. But there is going to be a panel show, more or less discussing everything again, but more in depth on Thursday. And then before the World Cup on Saturday, I'll be doing my match week 1 score predictions with me and another panel. So there's going to be 2 other preview videos. This is more just to give you guys a little bit of understanding of everything that's going on in the Qatar World Cup. So first of all, if you guys don't know, the Qatar World Cup was announced a couple years back, the same time that the Russian World Cup was announced. And when the World Cup was given to Qatar, it was considered a big scandal. The fact that Qatar got the World Cup over the United States was considered a blasphemous decision. And at the time, there was so much going around it. They couldn't believe that Qatar got the bid over the United States at the time. They even did a documentary, and I highly advise you guys to go check out that documentary. I just finished it. I think it's called FIFA. What do you call it? Uncut, or what was it called? FIFA. What was the FIFA documentary? 1 second. Documentary on Netflix. The FIFA documentary on Netflix is called FIFA Uncovered. It reviews the bizarre ongoings with the situation. It speaks heavily about the president, and it just shows you guys all the criminal activity that took place at FIFA. If you guys don't know, there was a bunch of people arrested for bribery, fraud, all these things. Is crazy, right? So this World Cup just has so much going on outside of the football. Then you have the fact that a Muslim country is going to be getting the World Cup for the first time. And you guys know that means no alcohol. That means there's a lot of other things that are also going to be implemented. But yeah, and also they had to move the World Cup from the traditional summer to the winter because of the heat and the level of heat in that country. But yeah, just to show you guys the stadiums, these are the 8 stadiums for the World Cup. As you can see here in the bottom, in the top right, you have the Education City Stadium, which is a big diamond. Then you have the stadium that's supposed to look like a flower, the Al Jabou Stadium. Then you have the Al Baiti Stadium, which is supposed to look like a tent. Then you have the Lusail Stadium, which is another one. You have there's just I'm struggling to pronounce these names, but there's a bunch of these stadiums, and they're going to be, majority of them are going to be hosting all these games throughout the World Cup. And now we're going to get into group stages. We'll introduce Bice in the house. We got Matt in the house, and a couple more guys are going to be jumping throughout the stream. Matt, you got your eyes.
Of course, man. Of course, I got the kid on because we're winning the World Cup, and us winning the World Cup is us beating France. That's all. All I want Australia to do is get past the group stages. Beat France, lose Denmark, beat Tunisia. That's my guess, but we'll get into that soon. Though. But this is the country, mate.
There you go. How are you? I'm doing good, my guy. How are you? Em is in the cut saying that intro's fire. Thank you. Really do appreciate it. I'm good. How is everyone doing today? By the way, guys, if you guys want to join, I created a fantasy football league for the World Cup. You can join that. Just need to click on that link there and you can join, right? So yeah, before we go any further, bro, should we just begin with Group One, or what are you guys saying? It's been a long time coming, the Qatar World Cup. What do you think about Qatar hosting the World Cup? Let's begin with that. Do you have
I
any specific?
mean, yeah. For me, Qatar is a great country in general, but hosting a World Cup where it's just so many different views, different opinions, it's not ideal. I would have never thought Qatar would have won it, but when they did, I knew instantly it was a scandal. Like we all know that they didn't deserve to host the World Cup, but they're hosting it. Right? We've got to adapt to the rules. And you see PR Australia, PR America trying to be different with all their like little things that they do. Don't. If you want to kind of not adhere to their rules, don't go. But if you want to play football, you want to go there to watch football, go. It's not going to be the best genre venue for the World Cup, but it's there. The American one next year's gonna be next one's gonna be a fantastic host. But this World Cup's gonna be fantastic football in general, though. So I'm looking forward to it, though.
You know what? I think all World Cups, there's going to be a level of criticism towards somebody. Like I remember the Brazil World Cup, they're saying safety, people weren't safe, people weren't this. Everyone that went were pretty safe. I didn't hear any stories about people getting robbed. But hey, you know what? And then there was the World Cup in Russia. People were also not safe. Remember, every World Cup, I feel like there's some sort of scandal. I feel like there's every World Cup has some sort of issue, and as long as it's not, and if it's not hosted by a Germany, or if it's not hosted by England, or if it's not hosted by a big Western country, it's always going to be an issue for some people. But yeah, what do you think? What do you think?
I think like soccer.
Saka's going to start for England, man. I genuinely believe he's going to start for England. But yeah, Vice, what about you? What are you saying? Who you repping?
Uh,
USA, England?
nah, I have stocks in USA, but you know what I mean, that only goes as far as the group stages. France is my guy, is my pick. I've been a France supporter since like 2000 early, man. You know what I'm saying? So France supporter, big worry out the camp today though. Christopher Nkunku is gonna be out for the competition. He got injured in training today, and he's going home.
Hmm. Okay, and then I'm gonna tell you guys something. This is weird for me because it's the first time Canada's in the World Cup. I currently live in the UK, so I'm gonna have a little bit of an interest in some of the English players that are in the World Cup. Obviously, supporting Arsenal and being here, my wife's gonna watch it, and she gets really invested in football also. So it's like there you go. And then when it comes to France, France is my team. France is the team that I've been supporting my whole life, watching my whole life, and it's like I just didn't know anything but the French national team. That's how I got introduced into watching football in the first place. So it's like I found myself in a predicament. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm going to root for France, but I think it's going to be a difficult World Cup for France. I don't even know if we're going to top the group. But yeah, we'll get into that. But people in the chat, let me know what you guys are saying. Hope everyone's well. Let's begin and let's go through some of these. Let's go through some of these groups, right? Before we do any predictions or anything like that. So what group stands out to you guys the most right now? You look at it and you say that's the group of death. That's the group that you want to avoid. Because I look at group A, I say it's not that difficult. I look at group B, I think England should top that group pretty much. Obviously, Wales is that fourth team. I look at group C, Argentina is going to probably top that group, most likely. The France, Denmark, Australia group, I'm not going to lie to you. I think Denmark and France come out of that group. I know, Matt, you're going to be upset. But yeah,
We'll discuss that when it gets to it.
yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But the group of death we should all agree
H.
is Group G.
I'll say
Group E,
H.
man.
Really, we
No,
have different ones. E, yeah, E or
Group
H for
E,
me.
come on, man. Spain. What Spain? Oh no,
Croatia.
never mind.
No. I
Those
think you're right.
guys
I think it's
can-
E
It's
or
Group
H.
H.
It's E or
I,
H
Group
I
H.
for me.
I say Group G or Group H, one of those two. What do you guys
Group
I don't
G.
think?
think G. I think it's E or H. I think H have a like
G.
Uruguay is
It's a
really
battle
good
for
as well.
second. It's a battle for second place in Group G.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Group H is the group of death. That's what we've come up with.
E or H, one of them, yeah.
I think England's group will do what? England will do good in their group. Okay, so let's just go through some of the groups. So Group A, we have Senegal, Netherlands, the host Qatar, and Ecuador. Do we think the host could actually do anything in their group? Let's be honest.
The only way they do it is if it
Hell
gets
no.
corrupted. That's it.
What?
The only way they get through if they bribe the other teams or money's involved, but they're not getting through football wise. That's how we know They get through.
Bro, we seen did South Africa get through to the group stage?
I saw Russia ball out last World Cup. Remember?
Yeah, but Russia's a higher level, bro.
True.
Russia's a higher level. I remember the South Africa World Cup. South Africa were surprising some people in that World Cup.
But again, they're probably like the same level as like. I mean, again, Qatar's invested a lot into their World Cup team. I think it was like 84 million or something into their team. So, I don't see them getting through. But as I said, the only way they get through is if they rig it.
Can they win a game? Because South Africa.
Who are the other teams? In Netherlands, Senegal. Who was the third one?
Because remember, when we were in Johannesburg, South Africa were like one of the worst teams to ever host the Cup, and they drew against Mexico, and they also won against France, 2-1. That was a madness. So it's like
who was their third one?
They lost the other game against.
No, oh, sorry, they got Ecuador. No, I'm saying so they got maybe Ecuador as their first win, but they're not beating Netherlands or Senegal. Maybe Senegal, maybe Mane going big loss. I saw the Senegalese fans crying, but it's gonna be hard for them to get a win other than Ecuador.
But don't you think Senegal can go through even without Mane in the group stages though? Because when they really look at it, they only really need him for the knockout stages. Like I think the group is pretty decent.
Yeah, I think they get second.
Yeah.
But that's if maybe, as you say, Qatar can be underdogs, but I don't think that happens.
Let's shift over quickly to Group B. We're looking at Group B. We have over here Wales, England, USA, and Iran. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. England should top this group quite simply. Am I wrong?
They should, but Gareth Southgate is a funny guy. He's a funny guy. I'm of the opinion that USA can get something from the England match. I really think they can. I think that when you look at like how the coaches now, and USA's football has evolved, don't let people think that a lot of guys like to talk down on the USA and make fun of them with the whole soccer. Nah, look at the team, look at the style of play. I think they go up against England fairly well. England like to sit back, USA like to play on the front foot. It's going to be very interesting from the whistle blows until the end. I don't think England can afford to take any team slightly.
All right, what about you, Matt? What are you saying?
So I've seen. I think England smash you. I don't think USA make it through. I don't think they pass group stage. I think Iran have a good team. Wales have a decent team, but it's not better. But I think USA will struggle, and it's just a matter of fact that I think Iran have that team where they're just more chemistry than one another. USA may have the players, but I don't think they have like the whole build. That's for like Australia as well. I think they have the build as a team. So I don't think USA make it through. I think Iran will go through for that one.
I'm looking at that group, and I'm saying to myself, with England topping the group, I think you're going to have a situation where you have USA or Wales, and I wouldn't be surprised if Wales even got through, because this is the last dance for Bale. This is the last dance for Aaron Ramsey and that group of players that have been able to do so well for Wales. This is like the golden era for Wales. So it's like I think this might be their last chance of actually accomplishing.
I think they probably get last. I think if anything, but I think Iran have as I said, more build of a team, and for this World Cup, like I'll get to Australia later, but I think it's more of the chemistry of the team. USA, I see them as more individual players. I may be wrong. I don't watch them, but that's my feel about it. But again, it's rules that it feels. When they turn up on that day, they turn up on that day, and I wouldn't be surprised, as I said, if USA don't make it through.
Let me just pull up the bracket thing so we can do it here. Can you guys see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's now. So we did the first group. Who do we have? We have Senegal winning or Netherlands? Netherlands, right?
Netherlands winning. Senegal second.
Ecuador.
Yeah, Ecuador, Qatar.
Okay, we're going to the second group. Then we got England.
England.
I say Wales.
You said Wales?
So
You
I say
think?
Iran.
You say
I'm-
Iran.
Yeah.
I think it's between Wales and USA. Iran come last, in my opinion.
People in the chat, let me know what you guys are saying. You think England comes second or Wales comes
But
second?
then again, I haven't watched. I think I've only seen like 2 Iran games, so I'm not the best person to speak on it.
Okay, we'll park that for now. We'll park that for now. Just going back to these teams. You look at the quality that Iran has. I don't think Iran has either the quality of USA or Wales. So are we really putting Iran second, Matt? Why are we putting Iran?
I will put them because I think they have that chemistry between them, and I think they'll be one of the underdogs of the World Cup. And then people say Qatar. I say Iran, but again, we versed them a couple months ago, and they honestly nearly destroy us. Again, we're a shit team, but I think they play well. As I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they come second. I'm not that confident of them coming second, but I think I wouldn't be shocked if they do. But it's a hard one, that one. It's a really tricky one for second because, as I say, Wales, decent team. USA, still have a good team. So it's a difficult one for me to pinpoint. But I will say Iran.
Let's just take a break right now and just talk about England. Hypothetically, England top this group. They play the second. Do they play the second team in Group A?
I think so because C played D. C played
Okay,
D.
so in that situation, hypothetically speaking, if England top their group and they face Senegal, you back them to get past Senegal.
They should, yes. Like they have a much better squad depth than Senegal for sure.
I don't know, because if Mane is back, then again USA don't cope. I mean, USA, England don't cope well with like multiple waves of attackers. They
Do you
don't.
think that even their midfield? Do you think their midfield's even that good? Like I was looking at it, and I see Conor Gallagher in there, and I go, "Wow, Conor Gallagher made the England squad." Is that how desperate they are for midfielders?
Listen,
So
man.
guys, we're gonna have to go to the chat. People in the chat, let us know who you think should win out of Wales, Wales, USA, or Iran, because we're kind of stumped. But let's just go to Group C quickly, guys. It's a little bit harsh for the Stars. You know what? Senegal could do well, but you never know. They are a really top team. They have a lot of quality in their squad. Let's be honest. They're probably the best African team. Them and Cameroon. But yeah, Group C. You have Messi, you have Lewandowski, you have Mexico, and what's the other team?
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia. So yeah, what are we saying there? I think it's pretty straightforward. Messi's last World Cup, he's been in 4 of them already, and then this is gonna
Mexico
be
second.
Mexico
Yeah.
always come out in second, but you know what happens? Mexico always get a tough group in the next round. They tend to face France every year, or they could even lose to Denmark. But yeah, let's see.
They'll play first of Group D, so they'll be first in Australia then.
Poland, then Saudi Arabia, and these two could switch. Honestly, Lewandowski's Poland never do really that well, so I'm saying it's a toss-up. Right? You guys agree?
Yeah, I wouldn't. It's a hard one for the third and fourth because again, Poland have Lewandowski. That's pretty much all I could think of in Saudi Arabia. I don't know who they got, but I doubt Poland make it through whatsoever.
Okay. I'm just gonna fill this in, and I think I'm gonna go with Wales, USA, Iran. I just think it's gonna be that kind of situation. But yeah, Denmark topped the group over France. I know France.
What?
I think
What?
France. I think France are not as good as people think they are, bro. I've been watching this.
All right, so they're not as good, right? But I still think they have a more chance of topping that group than Denmark, dude. There's no disrespect to Denmark. It's just that when it comes to getting quality off the bench, like, you see what I'm saying, Egal? That guys can change a game coming off the bench. And I know they're sending Nkunku back home, but if he goes back home, look at the quality of attackers that can, they can pull for to get somebody else to fill in his space, right? So you have to think of all of that. You have to think of the guys that they can bring off the bench. I know the midfield might be the only issue because this is the first time France has gone to the World Cup with a midfield that doesn't have a superstar midfielder, one or two. I can't remember the last time they've been to a World Cup. I don't think they've ever been to a World Cup without like a star midfielder. See what I'm saying? It was always names like Matuidi, once upon a time, Johan Cabaye, Paul Pogba, N'Golo Kante. Now it's Chouameni, Guendouzi, Camavinga, those type of guys. It's not a knock on them. I just think that if you look at their attacking options, yeah, their attacking options are just better than what I think they beat Denmark. I think they beat everybody in that group.
Yo, Yasin, I sent you the link on Twitter. Check it out. But give the case for the Aussies, bro, because the Aussies are in the same group as Denmark and France. And I'm not gonna lie to you, the Aussies, it's gonna be a tough case for them. It's gonna be a tough case for them. Tell me why you think they could get out that group. What's good, Yasin?
Yo, what's up, man? Egal.
We're doing well, man. By the way, we're on Group D already. We're just talking about some of the groups.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be a good World Cup. You know what I mean? There's gonna be a lot of different types. It can be unpredictable like the World Cups we've seen in the past. It's gonna be a big World Cup, man. Big ones coming up.
You know what? So everyone thinks the favorites are gonna win, like Brazil or something like that. It could be a situation where one of the big boys gets knocked out early, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's France. But yeah, what do you say?
The World Cup curse, guys. You know the teams always
just. The World Cup curse is real. The World Cup.
That's what I'm saying. I'll tell you right now. Denmark will top that group. Australia will come out second. France will get knocked down the group stage. I'm telling you right now. I've already put $100 on it. The France are not making it out of the group stage. They're not making it out. They have a mid team. They've losing.
This has to be the first time I disagree. Like I know Spain.
Does my camera look weird, by the way? It's not letting me.
Egal, we can't hear you.
I can't hear you, Egal. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
You have your screen locked because they unlock your screen and then once you put your phone, it will work.
Yeah, we're good.
No. Anyway, what the hell's going on?
It's working better now. Yeah, it still looks kind of weird, but
it's better.
Sit back. But yeah, the curse is real. So what are we saying, people? Do we think France
will get knocked out? I'm telling you right now.
At worst, they finished second, in my opinion.
I don't think that. I think they have the quality, but again, I still come down to this chemistry thing again, where I say World Cup and this curse since '98 has been happening every year.
Yeah,
and they will get knocked out. Yeah, and with their injuries, with their people still, it's France, they're gonna get through, blah blah. They'll get knocked out. They've got no Nkunku, no Nkunku, no midfield. The team's still good, but it's not that good. Come to Australia's team. We've got an up-and-coming team, right? Our team, we've just got that guy with the Newcastle, cool, Thomas Deng, right? Matty Ryan, we all know the OGs. These guys, I think, have much more thriving in winning this. Again, we're underdogs. No one thinks we're going to make it through. And that's why I think Australia is like Chelsea. When Chelsea and Australia are underdogs, that's when we thrive, right? We've got new players. We've got a guy balling out, mate. We're going to get this guy, right? Aaron Moy, Wright, Rouse on Mbappe. Mate, they're going to pocket him. We've got players who will pocket Mbappe. We're going to pocket Benzema. And when it comes second, Australia will come second. We'll verse Argentina. Maybe we'll lose to them. But Denmark will top it. Australia will come second. France are not getting through in the group stage. I'm telling you right now. They're not going to get through. And I'll be the first one here when we beat them 2-1.
Yes, and I have France finishing second, and I'm a France. I've watched a lot of these games with France this season, and I'm saying Denmark. Did you know Denmark already beat them twice this year?
Yeah, I think Denmark can beat them as well. You are 100% right. Listen, I 100% agree with you with this whole World Cup curse. I've been saying it. I don't know why people have been not acknowledging it, but I've been saying it. My camera still looks weird for some reason, but I've been saying this shit for so long. You know what I mean? It's just happened. 06, Italy couldn't get out of the group stages. 2010, was it Germany? Italy struggled in 2010. Yeah. 2014, Germany struggled. You know what I mean? It's a known thing. You know what I mean? It's a thing.
And with their injuries,
Spain's downfall was the best to watch.
Spain lost, and then France won in Russia. So who won before Russia?
Germany.
Who?
And then Germany didn't
No,
make it last year.
Germany
and
won
then
the World Cup in 2014, and then they had an
Yeah,
absolute shock.
exactly.
They couldn't get
2014 they won it. 2018 they had a shocker. Spain 2010, 2014 they had a shocker. So coming down to this, I'm telling you, and with these injuries as well, it's gonna make that team even worse. Denmark,
you
I
guys
think
are
Denmark will
doubting
smash.
Ballon d'Or Benzema though.
Yeah, mate, we've got Bailey right, mate. He's gonna pocket him.
He's never really been that Benzema for France.
We got Matty Ryan in goals, mate. Brighton's former number one, mate. Super Graham Potter's number one keeper. He's gonna absolutely pocket. He's gonna make world class saves. And I'm telling you, Denmark will smash. Denmark will smash France. They'll smash Australia, but then Australia will beat France.
Get my laptop back. Getting repaired.
Anyways, people saying Zidane's the GOAT for France. The picture of Zizou on the wall, LOL. I don't know where that's referencing, but yeah, going back to this group, I'm just gonna say this. I think France finished second. I'm sorry, bro. I don't think anyone else.
It's all right. I'll come back here when they don't, and when we beat them 2-1.
Okay, you're gonna be back here after every Aussie
No,
game.
listen. I want Australia to go first in that group. I don't really like Denmark. I like Denmark because of Eriksen, but at the same time, you know, they had like issues with like the Islam religion about like the Prophet Muhammad and stuff like. I don't know, but I just don't like them. I wouldn't say I don't like them, but I just I don't really like them compared to Australia. Australia, I know more, so I want Australia to go through. But is it really gonna happen? Let's be real.
No, I know a lot more names than I do Australians.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no one will know any Australian players because Aaron Moore and Matty Ryan. That's probably what everyone knows. But
no, I mean I'm familiar with some Australian players, but it's just like I don't know something about Australia. I just think like Australia, because they're such a good team, they're just always a threat. There's just always a threat when you play them. So
let me just say this: since you mentioned some of the stuff going on behind the scenes, there's this situation here where some of the players were going to try to protest and wear a rainbow armband. And good on Hugo Lloris by saying, you know what, I'm gonna respect their country, and he's not gonna get himself involved in the political stuff. So he's basically staying out of it, saying, you know what, in France, when we are in France, we welcome refugees, and we often want them to follow our rules, to respect our culture, and I want to do the same thing. So simple, quite simple, quite.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, as it should. I think this PR stunt, as I said, done by Australia, done by America.
We all know in this country. We all know in this country. Like I saw a video perfectly like explaining it. If you know, it's your boy Has on Twitter. He was saying that like if Salah, for example, or Benzema, or any Muslim player, basically, you know, after they scored, they took off their shirt and they said, "Say no to pork. Alcohol's bad." Like that's like the same. Like how are you gonna go to a Muslim country and they know very well, you know, they're very aware of this. They know it. They go into someone's country and trying to like force your stuff. Like they know it. They're very well aware of it. Not to mention as well, they want to go to these people's country and just.
I don't want to say anything that can get Egal's channel cancelled, man. I don't. I really don't.
There's no hate. It's just like
it's respect the culture. That's it. You know.
Yeah, like even USA redesigning their badge. Like, why would you redesign your badge? This is not. It's just as simple as this. You're going into somebody's country. You are a 100%. Guest. You respect them. You respect their rules and their household. Do not try to force anything. It is not a political statement. This country has its laws, its rules. You as a guest just should respect that. If you can't respect that, then what are you doing going there? Just go home. And if you go there, if you go there with this and they send you home, you only have yourself to blame. It's not a world issue. It's not a political issue. It's a you problem. Be respectful.
Okay, there you go. But yeah, they also mentioned cocaine, alcohol, and prostitution. So yeah, those are just understood. Like those things aren't happening.
Come on, like why would you? Okay, so do you go to a World Cup for cocaine? Leave it.
Nah, bro, just list at it. Like moving on.
It's the agenda they're forcing. I just don't like it, man. I just don't like these things.
Yeah, let's not get canceled.
Just coming through, man. It's a
common thing. Just started.
Let's just move on because we're going to try to get through the whole tournament. So then you have Spain, Germany, Costa Rica, Japan. Let's be honest. It's between Spain and Germany, but would you guys be...
Facts.
Spain, I don't know.
Japan and Costa Rica. Costa Rica only have...
but the Spain squad isn't that good. But
quick question, boys. Quick questions, yeah. Listen, with this one. With this Kai Havertz situation, I think Kai Havertz has been amazing for Germany whenever he plays. So what is the main problem with him, like, under Chelsea?
He's just shit. He's just shit. Like Germany's level.
No.
He plays Costa
He's a
Rica.
big-
He's
and
Kai
Germany,
Havertz is a rubbish player.
Nah, the thing is Germany. I think Germany, that coach knows exactly
They
where
have
to
also,
play.
Not to mention,
He plays
the
same
only
position as Chelsea, very
the
similar.
only player that's awful for international level is Mason Mount, who's been tragic for England. Pulisic is good
and
with
Chelsea,
America.
and not
I
just
would say
England
that-
and
I
Chelsea.
would
Yeah,
say that
Pulisic is good with America, though. That's the thing.
the technical levels for Germany's midfield is way superior to Chelsea's.
It's completely
Yeah,
overall.
true.
But it's not just that. Like the coach, like whenever he plays Kai Havertz, it's never like a pin down position. He's given the license to go about. He normally puts him like midfield, like in that 10 role, or towards the right hand side, and just lets him operate there freely. He's gonna be positioned to like receive the ball certain angles. However, once he has the ball, he has the license to do what he wants. Everybody just shapes, you know what I mean? They change the shape according to who has the ball. It's really an advanced tactic that they use. It's kind of risky, however, like they have the players to exploit it. I think Timo Werner not being able to go is a huge miss for them. Those runs in behind that Kai normally finds for him, because he's one of those players that's good for Germany as well. Like he was very integral to how they played, like that fast break, pace, ball in behind, like yeah. So
I mean, that's what people say Kai Havertz does, but he doesn't do that. He only does that against these small teams, like part-time plumbers. That's what he's doing for Germany when they play Romania, North Macedonia, Armenia, and he turns up there. But when it's a big game, he doesn't turn up. That's just Kai Havertz. He's not honest for me. Kai Havertz and Mason Mount aren't good players, just in general. I don't think they're at that level that we assume they are. For Germany, you're right. He plays well because I think they versus easier teams. And yes, he has better players behind him.
My question to everyone here is: are you going for the more experienced Spain team, or are you going for the German team that has the mix of youth and experience?
Germany, because when you look at Spain's defenders, some of those guys are ancient. Carvajal, he's still playing at Real Madrid, however, like he's past it. Aspilicueta, do I need to say more? Like we see him in the Premier League every week. This guy's past it. Their defense is where they get let down. They did not bring Sergio Ramos, which that's an agenda in and of itself. I don't know why Luis Enrique does this. That's criminal. That's actually criminal. And they have Busquets in midfield, but there's no Sergio Ramos. Like he say what you want about him at PSG. When he puts on that Spain shirt, he has way ahead of any defender they have. Any defender. So it's interesting to see how they try to work around that. But it's still Germany. Germany have the best team in that group. They're gonna top it. Spain is comfortable second.
Everyone agree Germany's gonna top that group? Because I'm looking at it and I'm saying, what, it's not.
No, I don't see. I think Spain are just too good. They have too many young talents. I think Germany, you could say they have the more experienced players, but Spain.
You trust Gavi and Pedri over.
As much as I don't like the country, Luis
Gundogan.
Enrique is a pretty good manager. I wouldn't say world class, but he's a pretty good manager.
By the way, Luis Enrique, he started a Twitch channel to basically document everything.
This guy just can't help himself, can he, fam?
I love it. You know who needs to do that?
One thing with this guy, I think one thing that's going to come back to Spain to bite them in the arse, this guy didn't take the likes of he didn't take Gerard Moreno, Ramos and Thiago, who's not fully fit apparently, but Eden Hazard was took over Belgium. I know he's trying to start a whole new implement a whole new system or whatever he's trying to start.
But how can
with these youngsters?
That's a lie. That's a lie, because if that was the case, you don't bring Busquets. You don't.
Busquets. For me, I'm not trying
because
to hate
if he starts, who's going to start against? Probably Costa Rica only.
I think Busquets personally for me is washed. I think not to hate on him, but I just think he's finished personally.
It's past it. And it's not even like it's.
Let me hear from Matt, guys. Matt, what are you saying? Germany or Spain?
Past it, man.
So I put Spain as my top, but then now I keep thinking about it. I don't know why he didn't take half these players. I think it's obviously agenda driven, but I don't think they have I think they have a horrible attack. So now I'm going to change. I'm actually going to put Germany on top, and then I'm going to put Spain second.
Okay, so everyone's putting Germany on top.
Yeah, bro. That midfield is so inexperienced, and they know they're going to start Gavi and Pedri. They're going to do it.
Listen, for me personally, I'm going. I'm putting Spain first for me, 100%. I think it's close, but Spain for me. I'm going to be more biased towards Spain because I think Spain are just they just have like better talents that just can turn up anywhere. The way
I think-
Pedri, if Pedri a key player, we saw Pedri how he shined for them in the Euros. This kid's gonna do so. I'm a massive fan of that kid, man, and I hate Barca. Watch what he's gonna do. It's too good.
Let's see. Moving on to the next group, we got Canada, Croatia, Belgium, and Morocco. And what I'm about to say, guys, might shock you. I'm not going to say Canada. Belgium's going to top the group, but Morocco's going to come out of that group. Don't be surprised. I'm a Canadian, and I'm telling you right now, Canada are lucky if they win a couple, if they win a game or get a couple points. Croatia, aging squad, not really doing that good. This Morocco squad is probably better than I've ever seen any Morocco squad, and I believe that they could go toe to toe with Croatia, and they could bang against Chelsea. I mean, sorry, not Chelsea.
The hate is real, man.
It's not hate, bro. It's literally.
I'm just playing.
I think Belgium. I think we always every year. I swear every year we always say Belgium have the most underrated squad, but then they kind of don't really show up as we think. But I do think they top this group with Croatia second. I think Croatia still have a good team. This might be, as I said last year, with a good team.
Croatia could finish last if Canada gets a point.
Again, it's a fight for second. It could be. It's a fight for second. But I will put them. I think they come second. I think Canada come last.
I don't think Canada's coming second. Canada won CONCACAF, yes, and we did well. But realistically, it's going to be the first tournament for a bunch of these guys. To me, this is a fight for second between Canada, Croatia, and
yeah. Go on. I think. Did we go through the England one already? The England group.
Yeah. We're gonna go back to it in a second.
All right.
So yeah, that's that. Anyone disagree? What do you guys think? What's your group for this one?
I don't think. I think it really is a fight for second, but it's just between Croatia and Morocco. It's not between Canada. Get Canada out of here, man.
Bro, Canada is not a bad team, man.
It's no disrespect to them, but CONCACAF and the world stage is two different levels. And you know what I mean? You can do it against Jamaica and them youths, there, brother, but
Croatia are always very tough in my eyes.
Croatia, they're a tough team. They play together.
Belgium,
it's like that. It's like a better version of that Australia team.
Yo, by
they
the
know
way,
each other. They play well. And
Belgium for me is. I think Belgium people need to start. They have a quality manager. That guy's too good. And as a team, the way they play, some of their demons, they've got demons who turn up for them. You know.
And bro, even though Eden Hazard he's kind of finished, bro. Like. For Croatia, that guy. For Belgium, that guy is immense.
Yo, by the way, crazy news right now. Crazy news. Fabrizio Romano just tweeted that Nkunku's injured and out for the World Cup.
I said it at the beginning. You thought I was joking? I said it at the beginning. Yeah, they're sending him home. Kamavinga tackled him in training. He's out for the World Cup.
Okay, Kamavinga tackled him. Oh my.
Yeah, like
that's a big. That's what I'm saying, Egal. These injuries will make them get knocked out. Plus the curse, plus Australia's, obviously a better team than them.
Anyway. He wasn't going to play. He was going to come off on the bench. Dembele was going to start.
Griezmann was always going to start behind.
Griezmann always starts, and Griezmann's washed.
But he was the thing with him is he's a hybrid. So he anywhere in that front line he could have came on and had an impact. Like, feel it for him, man.
Would they play two strikers or one?
Two. They play two. Benzema and Mbappe. Mbappe wants to play on the left wing. France play a 5 at the back.
Yeah, but knowing Kimpembe, Kanate now to start with
please.
Saliba.
Saliba is big for them.
Saliba is definitely going to start, but I'm just going to show you guys this. Have you guys seen the team that they basically made of players that aren't going to a World Cup? It's like players that are not going to a World Cup this year. Yo, Yasin, you good, bro? You're moving around a lot.
Yeah, bro. Like, there's just the cameras. I need to get my laptop repaired, man. That's why.
Bro, you can go camera off if it's annoying you that much. It's fine.
No, it's all good. It's all good. There's better to like.
But look at this team. This team has Mo Salah, Luis Diaz, no defenders really.
Salah, I can't understand that guy.
They put all attackers, but yeah, they're basically just showing you the quality of players that are not.
I mean, you could put the whole Italy squad there. That's a solid thing.
Wait, are Sweden in the World Cup? Are Sweden in the World Cup or not?
No, they're not.
They're not.
And Egypt aren't.
No.
Oh yeah, this is an SI of the best players that missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
shit, he left. Wait, Colombia didn't make it. Did Colombia not make it?
No, they
No.
didn't.
They didn't make it.
Hey, that's bro.
So
The craziest part, I feel sorry for Norway, man. Like Haaland could have had the.
No, I wouldn't have barely make it.
Haaland would
Maybe
Haaland
next,
would
maybe
have
next time
carried.
actually. Maybe next time. Haaland will carry.
Holland has a long time.
Imagine
ahead.
this though. Haaland has to wait until he's 25 for the next World Cup. That's long, man.
The world is gonna be
Young.
in danger because that's when he's just about to hit his prime.
I think for me, he's probably gonna hit his prime in the next 2 years. If I'm being real.
No, man. I thought our strikers normally.
What
hit
if
the
he's in his
around
prime now
27.
and he starts to dip?
Listen, I know Messi's
Yeah, that
Messi,
way.
yeah, but Messi for me, I think people really like they really give 2012 the biggest like no recognition because that's the best goal scorer yet. But if I'm being real, 18-19 is the most complete version, and then 2011, I think he was how old? I think he was like 25. That's for me his best version after 18-19 personally.
It sounds like you're saying his best album. You know that video.
The best, yeah, like the most complete individual. People just get carried away by the goals, man. Like I like the package, man. The full package is what I take.
You know what? Let me just acknowledge that there's more injuries also. Reece James, Jota, Royce, Marco Royce.
Marco Royce. Hey, listen to me, guys. Marco Royce might have been.
He would have been one of the best. I think he would have had a Ballon d'Or if he didn't.
That guy's special, man.
So many
Injuries killed probably. You know how they speak of Mesut Ozil? I think this guy not being injured.
You can call me crazy, yeah, but I'll always stand by this opinion. Marco Reus in between 2015 and 2017, for me, those 2 years he was top 5 players in the world. I don't care what anyone says. I always stand by that opinion. I don't care. He was Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar, and then he was definitely there. He had to be because how he was performing for Dortmund was unreal.
Wow.
He was there. The way this guy had everything to his game.
That is massive praise, my guy. Massive praise.
He's too
special, man.
Let's
2017, this guy was on a different planet on him own. The way you just glide past defenders, he had everything to his game.
So, guys,
everything. Absolutely everything to his game. He's
Canada, Croatia, or Morocco? Let's just end this group.
Croatia second. Morocco third, Canada last.
Croatian second for you, Vice?
Croatia second for me as well. Just because of names, right?
I don't know about this one.
I have to see after the first game, I might change my mind.
Yasin, you gonna go for Canada or Morocco, or are you going Croatia?
I'm going Croatia, man. You just can't deny the ability.
Okay, Canada or Morocco? Don't tell me Canada is gonna bottom the group.
Yeah, they are. They're gonna.
All right, Morocco, Canada, and then so let's go Group G. This is the big one, boys. This is the big one. This is Brazil.
Well, I think we could all agree Brazil are first.
Yeah, it's the fight for second place, and Brazil obviously already topped it. I think
but they got quality. Choupo-Moting for Cameroon. You got Xhaka.
Stop this.
Wait, what's the group again? Where's Vlahovic from again? Is Vlahovic Serbian?
He's from Serbia.
Yeah.
But
true.
Hey, I think Serbia make it out of that group.
I'm not gonna lie. I have Switzerland making it out. I have Brazil and
Switzerland.
Serbia. Listen,
Brazil, Switzerland, 100%.
And I'm gonna be serious when I say this. Be prepared. Put me up, Egal. I'm gonna tell you right. I'm gonna say it to everybody right now. Be prepared. That in that game, that group, there is a player by the name of Sergei Milinkovic-Savic. The world will be put on notice, and this guy will show his quality on the world stage. He's been slept on for far too long. He has been the best midfielder in Serie A for years.
Can I just say for saying that? Listen, when I said the exact same thing you're saying, I got called a FIFA merchant.
What? Please, man. This guy's quality. The best midfielder in Serie A.
Fam. This guy
Everybody,
is so
they're obsessed with the name Nico Barella and all of that. No. Sergei Milinkovic-Savic. If you're looking for the closest thing to Kevin De Bruyne, I think he's on that level. I just think that Lazio team is just like it's a crime what they've done to him for years. He will prove to you all why he's the best midfielder in Serie A. Mark my words.
What if I tell you Xhaka dunks on him?
Please.
No, for Switzerland, Xhaka dunked on the whole French national team last season.
Okay. Trust me, this guy's an animal.
Okay.
Complete midfield.
Yeah, he's too good. He's a beast, fam. The way you can just dictate games is just crazy.
Cameroon's bottom of the group, even though they have Choupo-Moting and all these guys in form.
Bro,
It won't be
please.
the 2014 Cameroon. Nah.
The last
Can't
time
be
I saw
that.
Choupo-Moting in form, bro, it was 2013-14.
Have you not seen him this season? He's scoring Lewandowski.
Nah, I'm saying before this season, when was the last time you remember Choupo-Moting being anything of?
Bro, he helped Paris get to Paris Saint-Germain get to that final.
1920, yeah, true. That guy's
From
Bro,
Stoke City to Bayern Munich.
To Bayern Munich and Paris Saint-Germain. It's mad. But yo,
He
what
has
we
the opposite trajectory of what Shaqiri was. The Shaqiri started high and finished low.
what are we saying, people? Switzerland or Shaqiri's on Switzerland, by the way. Switzerland or Serbia?
Serbia
Switzerland.
for me.
Serbia?
For me, I'll always tell my children how Serbia managed to make this World Cup, but Colombia didn't. It's Norway.
I'm not.
Serbia have a decent team. I mean, I think it's got some decent players, but Switzerland, Serbia. Oh my god, that game's gonna be mad. And if Shaqiri or Xhaka score, oh my god!
Listen, man, if you're going to see a player, you're going to see one man dictate an entire game. I promise you.
You agree with this comment? Choupo-Moting walks into Chelsea right now.
Yeah, easy.
He walks into the
100%,
stadium,
100%.
looks around, and walks back out. Get that guy away from me.
Man, he's better than
Please.
Kravic. He's better than Mason Mount.
Yo, what about Serbia? They have goal scorers. They have Mitrovic.
Serbia.
Yeah, they have
Yeah,
Mitrovic,
they have
Vlahovic.
goal
Mitro is kind of injured, so.
But the thing is, do they have creators for those strikers? I think Vlahovic is some just no hit. And people say they come after me the way I view football. They're like strikers. What I mean, look at strikers, they're number one in scoring goals, obviously. But then their overall game is like a key as well. Vlahovic is just like, for me, he's like a B-Tech. He's gonna turn out to be a B-Tech Zlatan player for me. I can't see the best out of it.
Yeah, I think that both Switzerland and Serbia have both.
There's always room for improvement.
Teams,
Don't get me wrong, but it's like.
But
the way
that game, Serbia versus Switzerland will probably be one of the best games of the World Cup, and that game will dictate history, and they'll dictate who comes third or second.
Okay, so what are we saying? Because Group H is supposed to be harder than this, but what are we saying?
Serbia second for me.
Serbia second? Everyone's saying Serbia?
No, I'm sleeping on Cameroon. We can come back to this if they do something.
You're the decider. Switzerland or Serbia?
Well, Switzerland for me.
Okay. Xhaka's going to score and do the Albanian Eagle right in front of the Serbian fans.
And then finally, the final group, the group of death, you have Portugal, South Korea, Uruguay, and Ghana. What are we saying?
This group can go either way, but
Let me just tell you this. I'll get slated for it. They're going to call me Ronaldo haters. Portugal will not make it outside that group. They won't.
Huh?
They won't.
Huh?
They won't. Trust me, they won't. They're managed.
I think they'll kill that group. They'll kill it.
Let him explain. How?
Show me the group first of all, one more time.
Okay, once again.
Doesn't even know the group.
Group is Portugal, South Korea, Uruguay, and Ghana. Who's gonna finish above?
For me, don't sleep on Ghana first of all. And second of all, I think Uruguay personally. For me, Uruguay and they have a massive. Like, if you look at Portugal, you're getting fooled by all these players, but their manager is horrible. This guy makes solutions worse.
Ronaldo is technically the manager.
His solutions are horrific. All right, Uruguay will make it outside that group. They will top the group. All right, Portugal come third in my eyes. And then second, obviously, is what's it? I forgot the name.
I'm not going to. I have Portugal and Uruguay first and second. I have Ghana third, and I have South Korea.
South Korea.
Yeah, I have the exact same as yours. You'll
see. Just don't sleep on South Korea.
It's a fight for second place between Uruguay and
South Korea. Have Son, Hwang.
They have some good players, you know.
Okay, guys, let's now start picking our winners, because this is what we've come with, Yasin. By the way, we've come out the group stages, and England, Wales, Netherlands, Senegal, Mexico, Argentina, Mexico, Denmark, France, Germany, Spain, Belgium, Croatia, Brazil, Switzerland, and Portugal, Uruguay. Now, I'm just gonna say this: we went with all the favorites. No shockers here. The only shock is France. Denmark. That's probably the only surprise.
America, right? Listen. America has a chance of beating England.
I said the same thing. I said
think
the
for
same
me personally,
thing.
Listen, if I'm being truly honest, England are going nowhere.
So England are not topping that group.
No way. Wales are definitely topping that group. Let's be real. And then personally,
Wales not topping that group.
No, that's a hot take.
So
I
you
don't
think,
know. Honestly, that's not even a hot take. That's just rubbish because
you think
the
England
three
are
other
going to get out?
way
It's
better
not a
teams
hot
as well.
take. England are
What?
just awful, mate.
So England are going to get out.
England will maybe walk out, but Wales are top in the group in my eyes.
Wow. Okay.
That's crazy.
I see people really downplay what's it called, Wales. Wales are a top team.
This is your thing, like that.
Listen, I don't think USA are gonna get second, but I can just see it. If England really struggle with this game,
I just have them getting an upset on England. That's it. That's where my expectations for them
for me,
stop.
listen, between USA and England, it can go either way. But I'm just saying, Wales are definitely finishing top of that group.
Do you know what the biggest shocker could be? In my opinion, the biggest shocker could be something like this: Qatar.
You can.
Come on.
No, it will because the Qatar may pay some money. Man. I'm telling you right now. They get second, they're paying money.
Let's do some
Listen,
realistic shot. Let's do some realistic shots.
No. Yeah, do realistic. Go to Group D and put France third because they're not making it out of the group stage. I'm telling you right now.
Imagine
France
if
will not make it out of the group stage.
So you think Australia's going to beat France?
Australia will beat France. Will beat out. Wait, go.
Brazil finishing second in this group and playing Portugal.
No, so that's just like.
No, listen, for me, listen. It's either Ghana or I think South Korea. I bet they'll knock out Portugal. Watch.
So what you guys saying about that Ghana Uruguay game?
For me, can I just say first of all, listen, Egal just completely put Portugal second. First of all, I'm putting Uruguay first. I don't care. Uruguay first for me easily.
No,
you think Uruguay beat Ghana again?
If that happens right away, that means they're facing Brazil next round.
No, I'm just saying, like Uruguay will beat Portugal. Watch, they've done it before.
I think this Uruguay team is shit. Personally,
what's that?
The Uruguay team is old, bro. They still got Godin in the back. Like
it's not that. The Uruguay team is good, bro. They've got some young players, Valverde, Nunes, who can finish his dinner. Really, let's be real. Good creators in that team, you know.
Valverde's playing world class.
Do not sleep on that Uruguay team.
Valverde's playing world class.
Jimenez at the back, bro. They're just too good. Trust me. They're gonna beat Portugal. You'll see. You're gonna see it. Watch, mums.
He's selling it. I'm looking at this. There's no way Mexico top the group.
They won't top the group. They won't.
Do Netherlands flop?
No. They go through.
Ooh, I think Senegal probably have a chance of topping the group.
Let's go to the next round. Wales, Netherlands. What are we saying?
Netherlands go through.
Probably Netherlands there. I can't lie.
Matt?
Yeah, easy. Yeah, Netherlands. I don't know why Wales is even there in the conversation.
Argentina, France. What the hell?
Hey, I have France going through.
Argentina's clear, mate.
Argentina. France will even be there.
Argentina.
You're ridiculous, man.
France won't even be there.
Bro, France are struggling, bro.
France will make it out.
Maybe if they had Kante and Pogba, then we would have had like.
Everybody says I'm a Messi hate. I'm not a Messi hater, bro. That Argentina team is all right, but
yo, people in the chat are saying France. Make your case.
France. All right, look. It all comes down to who can they call for Argentina. I understand Messi. I understand Messi was playing until the last.
Can I just say, fam, I feel offended. Someone just France over Argentina this year.
You said Portugal's not making the group. What's this going on about? You said Portugal's not making the group. You said Uruguay's topping it. You said Wales is getting it through. You're talking about that.
Let's be realistic.
Uruguay will top the group, my guy. They beat them in the past. Let me tell you this.
They're going to no. Hold on. Let me tell you this, brother. Let me tell you this.
Go ahead.
That France team, once they go to their bench, their depth, Argentina, who are they going to pull off the bench? Who? They're gonna start Messi, Lautaro, you know what I'm saying? Probably Angel Di Maria. Dybala coming off the bench is as dangerous as probably like a Giroud. Well, at this moment in time, probably a Benzema, Mbappe, Ousmane Dembele.
They've got the man who's gonna take them by the scruff of the neck, my guy. They don't need bench. They've got to go.
Bet. When Messi doesn't come through, I'll see you guys.
Yo, someone said Qatar will bribe their way to get as far as they can go.
Yeah, they will.
Allow it. Yo, we're not trying to get canceled. But yo, moving on to Germany, Croatia. Yo, Jesse, mute yourself. You got a lot of background noise. I muted you. Just let me know when you want to get unmuted. Germany.
Listen, I just need to say, the way like you reacted to me when I said Uruguay will beat Portugal. Uruguay have done this before. Uruguay are a very good team that get not acknowledged. They get downplayed very badly. I think they have a lot of great players. You see the likes of what? Valverde, he's been absolutely integral to Real Madrid for the past year. And so this season as well, he's been... This kid's too good. What's that?
Are we still in the group stages? Because I'm not sure where Portugal, Uruguay.
Now you'll see. Trust me, they are gonna shock the world. Uruguay will come first in that group. You'll see it. Number one.
He's dying on this hill. He's dying on the hill, but
it's not all about having. Listen, at the end of the day, it's not all about having world-class players and the quality of players. It's about quantity.
Let's move on.
The manager's not the best. The manager's not the best that Portugal have. This awful manager.
1 second, madam. Let's move on. Croatia, Germany. We go in Croatia or Germany?
Oh, Germany.
Matt?
Yeah, I'll go for Germany.
Okay, so you guys are just picking all the favorites.
What?
Portugal.
Well, the favorites shouldn't even be there. They're like, half the favorites shouldn't even be in this group stage because they're not going to make it.
What are we saying? Brazil, Portugal. If this happens, it breaks the internet, you know? If Brazil, Portugal,
I think Brazil. I think Brazil have a good squad that I think. I don't
For
think
me, Brazil are winning the whole thing. What is this? Brazil are clear of Portugal.
But yeah, I think Brazil have a really in-depth squad. People overlook at.
They
got a fantastic squad, really, really good squad. But the thing is, Portugal have a good squad as well. But I think
Portugal have a very good squad.
They don't have a very good manager.
The midfield is very.
But the manager's Ronaldo, though. Like Ronaldo dictates.
This is what happens. But when they
structure out, it's the way they come up against low blocks. They won't always survive against the big teams. That's not how it works.
Portugal ain't beating them, but it's going to be tough.
Like, kill the low blocks.
It's going to come down to penalties.
Uruguay have smacked Portugal in the past. People act like it's not happened before.
You'll
see what I mean. You'll see.
Let me just hear from everyone. I'm saying Brazil. Everyone here is saying Brazil versus Portugal. So the chat is even probably saying Brazil right now. Wait, one person saying Portugal. Mustafa.
Mustafa's a United fan. Just ignore him, man.
Yeah. Okay. So let's move on to England, Senegal. What are we saying?
England.
Senegal, easy.
Nah, England's gonna beat Senegal, bro.
All right.
Senegal put up 4 goals. England.
Sadio Mane will do it, and then I need my Chelsea players back in time, man.
They're two pragmatic teams. Let's be honest. England and Senegal. They're neither.
I think people underestimate England. I think England do still have a decent squad, and I don't think it goes far. But I do think it's better than Senegal's team.
Okay.
It is.
It's not about underestimating. England literally are just shocking with Southgate.
I mean, they made the final Euros. Like we can say they're shocking, but they made the final.
You saw how shocking they were in the Nations League. How they were struggling with all players available.
This is a funny one.
That's gonna be a fun game. That's going to be a fun game to watch.
Mexico always get knocked out in this stage of World Cups.
Yeah, it's just the history of the competition. But the midfield now is more complete. Irving Lozano, people say what they want about it, they laugh and whatever when I like to prop him, but the guy's playing well. I just think where they fall short is that striker position, because since Jimenez got that injury for Wolves, he hasn't been the same for club and country. So yeah.
Yeah, I think Denmark have the best World Cup season this season. I think they go really fast. I think they'd be mixed, yeah.
I agree. Denmark are dark horses. Belgium, Spain.
Belgium, easily.
Oh, you guys are all saying Belgium.
Yep.
Belgium by a mile.
Yeah, I say Belgium. I think Belgium have a really good squad.
You guys. Here's my theory.
Listen, there's reason why I made them the dark horse in my video TikTok.
My theory is Belgium are the Tottenham of international football. That is what they are. They're bottom. They have good players. They play attacking football. They do everything. But when it matters most,
Spurs don't play attacking football, do they, Egal? So that's just a lie.
No, I get that. Spurs don't play attacking football anymore. But yeah, that is what I mean, though. Like based on the history of Belgium in international tournaments. But yeah, then the final.
Yeah, Uruguay.
Bro, Switzerland, don't sleep on them. But Uruguay.
Yeah, Uruguay.
Uruguay are clear. Uruguay are clear, man. Listen, you don't sleep on Uruguay versus Portugal. How about
that? Okay. Stop trying to play it up, bro.
Let's go to the next.
They'll smack them, bro. You see.
Let's try to do this quick so we can do young player and everything else also.
Okay.
Belgium, Uruguay.
Belgium.
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 Okay.
Unless Suarez pulls off a Ghana again.
Denmark.
Denmark.
100%.
England.
No, Denmark. No,
I
Egal
know
was
one.
Denmark. Egal was
Denmark.
Denmark. Let's be real.
I'll say Denmark.
Denmark. Let's be real.
England,
We have a tie.
man.
We have a tie. Comment section.
If you really think England have a chance against Denmark, this Denmark, come on, bro. There's no point.
we need the comment section to decide.
Can I just say, England got lucky. We got lucky last time against Denmark. The last time we played them, we were absolutely fucking lucky. That hurricane penalty saved everything. You know how lucky we were.
And that's the difference. Moments. You see, when it comes to the World Cup, it's about moments. Like the Champions League, it's about moments. And
yeah, it's about luck, but at the same time, England can't really rely on luck with all these injuries.
The margins are extremely fine.
With all these injuries, though, we can't rely on luck. You know what I mean? It's just shocking.
England
We'll see. Time will tell.
England beat Denmark in the Euros yesterday.
Yeah, by a lucky little shit penalty. Yeah, by the referee, we got it. We got lucky.
So that's two people saying England.
If we actually do it, I'll be surprised. I'll literally make a video saying Hurricanes the goal if that happens. It won't happen, man.
Okay,
Germany. If it even turns up,
Ryan Sterling will be the reason to beat them.
Amendum. Let's try to move past this quickly because we still haven't gotten to any of the other.
Okay.
Brazil.
That'll be fucking beautiful.
Hey, listen, that's the final before the final, guys.
That's not even a question. Brazil are clear this year.
That's the revenge game, guys. That's the revenge game.
Hey.
Argentina, Netherlands, simple.
Argentina, man.
Argentina easily.
Okay. Now moving on to the semifinals. You have England versus Belgium.
There's no way you said England over Belgium in the first place.
They get impacted.
We're getting like shit. It's
Belgium. I think Belgium will get to. Yeah. This is when England started to die down.
You were saying Belgium are getting to a final. What?
They will. They will. They have a chance, you know.
Yo.
Hey. Listen, I don't know, Egal. I'm telling you right now, I don't know.
This will cause World War III.
Whoever wins this,
Brazil.
Whoever wins this wins.
Brazil.
Yes, whoever wins this game wins the World Cup. Brazil will.
I'm gonna edge it to Brazil, even though I love that.
I don't know.
There's not another bigger fanboy of Messi in the world than me. I love that man to bits, but it's gonna be Brazil. It's got to be Brazil. It's there, yeah.
And then
Brazil.
Wait, zoom out again. Hang on. How did Belgium get to this in the first place? Zoom out. How did they get to this?
Okay.
Because they're clear. They've got one of the best players in the entire tournament.
They beat Spain, Uruguay, England.
Yeah, like
fair enough.
And then Brazil beat Portugal, Germany, Uruguay. Brazil's much harder. Portugal, Germany, Uruguay. He beat Ronaldo. He beat former World Cup champions from a couple years ago. And then he also beat Argentina. Brazil.
If it's not Brazil, it's Portugal in that mix.
It's Brazil winning it.
Yeah, Brazil will win. Brazil will win. I agree.
See, so that Belgium run can be an easier run.
So we're going.
Belgium will go very far in this tournament. People are downplaying them massively. The disrespect is shocking. They have one of the most experienced managers you'll ever see in a tournament like a World Cup. They have one of the best players, literally in tournaments, that lives for tournaments. Hazard's been shocking for Real Madrid, and he still got called up. Proves a point why he's still too good when he has to deliver big moment for his country. Where's Salah for Egypt? That's when you got to realize that you got to see the light. Hazard's just too good, fam. This is no competition.
Hazard prop.
There's no competition. Hazard's a demon. He's a demon for his nation. Salah cannot relate. Salah cannot relate. There's levels to this shit.
KDB would be the reason stuff.
Okay.
The only thing Salah fans bring up for Salah for Egypt is just goals and assists. He's shocking for them, regardless. What has he actually? Has he even had a good performance for them?
Yeah, when he got them to the World Cup the last time. But
true.
Yeah, that was his best game. That's the best game I've ever seen him play for that country.
I've never seen him ever perform.
Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
Who's gonna get third? England or Argentina, or does it matter?
Argentina.
Come on. I
mean, I'll be happy for an Argentina-Portugal final. I think everyone would.
Okay.
Listen, I definitely win, by the way, because I just don't.
I need to hear "Sir" on the world stage.
That'll be. I mean, when Australia gets something, I don't care who wins. Honestly, I don't. But I will love Portugal Argentina final. That's what I love.
Okay. Now let's just go through some of these other predictions. We've predicted our winner. Who's now going to be the player of the tournament for you guys? And
Neymar.
Yeah, Neymar. I agree. Neymar. I did a video on that as well.
Neymar.
I think Messi.
Yo, be sure to check it out.
Huh?
I did a video on everything, predicting everything.
So Neymar's going to be player of the tournament because they won the World Cup, of course, in our predictions.
No, I think Messi gets that. I think Messi absolutely carry
scored,
Argentina.
I have him scoring or assisting in every game.
Messi will carry Argentina, but I just feel like
when they get to the round of 16, he'll score and assist in every game.
1 second, guys. Who's going to be the young player of the tournament?
Jeremy Dockley. I did a video on it.
1 second. So? Matt, did you give your player of the tournament?
No, it's a Messi.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think the player of the tournament is going to be the winner. So if Neymar, if Brazil's winning, it's gonna be Neymar. That's the reality.
I'm saying Neymar.
Yeah,
what about you?
Hear me out.
Young player of the year is gonna be Jamal Musiala.
Musiala, you think
who else
so?
even is there? Like who else even? I mean, the Spain squad, but
there's what happened to Hannibal?
People don't realize this youth for Belgium in the Euros last year. He was amazing. This Jeremy Doku, brother, you can't take your eyes off him. He's gonna kill. He's gonna run the show. Belgium last year, he was amazing. He's gonna do it again. Watch your eyes out and just watch what he does. He's just too good.
Jeremy Doku. Yo, he plays for Rennes, right?
Yeah, Jeremy Doku. I've always wanted that in Chelsea. He's got everything. He's a horror for defenders. Nightmare.
Is he gonna be starting though for Belgium?
No, he won't start, but they'll definitely bring him off the
100%.
bench. They'll bring him off the bench 100%. Like when they need something from the game, they'll bring him off the bench.
Bro, Saliba, young player also. He's a potential candidate.
Yeah, but deep stage,
I think him not being able to get past the quarterfinals will stop that. But I think like hell no. I think it's between Musiala or they're gonna try to force it on a Spanish boy. So
or Jude, or Jude. They might try to get together.
Look out for either Gavi or Pedri shots. But I'll save that until I'll watch the games because I'm watching every game this year.
Matt, what are you saying?
It's hard for a young player because as you said, like again, there's one, there's not a lot of them, and two, it's whoever gets to the final. So that one's gonna be a tricky one. But if it comes down to Germany, I'm not even gonna say because I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Like, who is it? Saliba, Musiala,
Gavi, or Pedri.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was say Spain. I think Spain have the young guys. Spain's not gonna get far though. Spain doesn't get far.
Jeremy Doku. Doku's a good shot. I never thought about him. I didn't think about him until just now.
It's easy still. Camavinga and the French guys, but they're not going to get through the group stages, so they won't get it.
Do you know when Donnarumma won the player of the tournament, which was undeserved, and people are going to come after me? I'll say it. Harry Maguire was better in that tournament than Donnarumma. I don't care what anyone says. Donnarumma lives off that one moment, that one penalty shootout. Mum's life, that guy did niche that tournament. Niche. He did nothing. The reason why he got it, because he reached the final, obviously. That's how it works.
That's true.
And I think Brazil, it's got to be Neymar and the young player. It's got to complete. How can I forget Vinny? Vinny's winning it. Vinny's winning the young player.
You think Vinicius Jr. has a shout, bro? Because
for me,
I think they're going to play Neymar in the 10 and let Vinicius play on the left.
That's what they're going to do, probably.
Yeah.
But
Rodrigo
Neymar,
as well. Rodrigo.
Yeah, but Vinny's definitely a start. Vinny's a guaranteed starter. Rodrigo ain't. That's how I see it.
My guy here, what's his name? Malik
Dallas.
Malik Dallas says the Yanks are coming for England, are getting grouped. What?
He said the Yanks are coming. England are getting grouped. USA finished top of the group and Wales second. England fans are too cocky.
They are pretty cocky, to be fair.
Dallas is.
They keep saying it's coming home. I never knew when England was the home of football.
To be fair, I've seen less fans have been saying that. Let's be real. A lot of people haven't been saying that anymore.
Okay, so guys, now that we've done it, this is what our predictions have been. Who's now going to be the Golden Boot? Because the Golden Boot candidates, I'm going to give you guys the candidates quickly. The candidates for potential Golden Boot winner are Messi, Romelu Lukaku, Cristiano Ronaldo, Harry Kane, Mbappe, Benzema, Lewandowski, Neymar, Mitrovic, and Memphis Depay.
With all due respect,
Messi.
no hate. Please take Ronaldo off that list for the sake of everything.
No, take Lukaku off. Why is Lukaku on that list?
Take
Why,
Ronaldo out
even,
that
is
list
even fit?
immediately.
Get that PR merch on Lukaku. I think Messi wins it. I think Messi wins it.
Messi,
Ronaldo will show.
Ronaldo,
People are writing Ronaldo off already. Ronaldo will show up for Portugal. I think he's going to perform for Portugal.
I don't. You see, the thing is this year, people are so happy at his downfall at United, and I understand it. You're Messi fans. It's what you guys like.
Should we be realistic?
It's okay. But the thing is this: when that guy plays for Portugal, he's a completely different animal. 2016, remember what he did. Remember all the goals he scored to get them where they were.
100%.
So it's only fair. Like even last time, like last tournament wasn't his best, but he scored when it counted most. And I think he might. I don't think he'll be in the argument. I think he'll be probably like three goals off, but I think it's between Neymar or Messi.
But listen, you really think
Hurricane's gonna have fun in the group stages, though.
You think Messi is a golden boot contestant?
Yeah.
Being realistic.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it's between Messi or Ronaldo. Honestly.
Because I think
we'll just have to bring in that name. Ronaldo's not. He's finished. No disrespect, but the guy is finished.
Show up. It's just because
I'm saying. It's okay. It's okay. He might be finished, but when it comes to getting a goal for his country, the guy turns up. Whatever you want to say, his overall game might not be anything.
You know, Pete, that one thing I have to accept Ronaldo. You know,
because guys want to put Mitrovic in the conversation over
when he won the golden boot, when he won the Euros golden boot, people were saying, "Oh, penalties! Penalties do a very hard thing to do."
Okay. If you want to talk about the importance of penalties, go back to 2010 and ask Ghana fans how they feel. But the thing is this, yeah.
You don't want to go there, my guy, do you?
Yeah, I don't want to go there, but it's just what it is, right? If they scored a penalty, then no question. The thing is this: I think Messi will be more actively involved, and I know that's hard to say. Well, it's like by so can you say that this guy's always involved when it comes to Argentina? But let's not. I'm not gonna do this thing where I don't play him because I'm a Ronaldo fan. The thing is this: he's gonna be in the thick of things from the get-go. The last World Cup was arguably his worst tournament ever. His worst tournament ever. I think he's going to score in almost every game. He's going to make it a point of issue. He won't delegate any free kicks, anything. He's going to be right there at all times. I think we're going to see a very selfish version of Lionel Messi. He'll still pass, but you're going to see a very selfish version. Watch out. I
will never think he'll get the golden boot. For one reason, because Messi being selfish is like what?
See what I'm saying?
Never happened, my guy.
When your legacy is on the line, remember this is the trophy. Your legacy. You're going to see a more selfish guy. He's going to take some shots that you might say he should pass, and we're going to be like, why didn't he pass? Why didn't he pass? Listen, legacy's on the line here.
There you go. But yeah, guys, we're gonna
legacy. Hold on. What do you mean? What do you mean legacy on the line? So you think if Ronaldo wins it, Messi doesn't need shit to prove that he's the GOAT, my guy.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean.
To have a good tournament for the sake of his career, because no one's gonna buy him after this.
And trust me, he knows that.
People say Messi needs to win this World Cup.
No, I'm speaking. I'm not even speaking about. I'm not speaking about GOAT conversations here. I'm speaking about him in himself, knowing that he's been there. He is going to do everything within his power to get back and swipe the board. I think you're going to see a very selfish version of Lionel Messi. And it might shock some people, but you heard it here first.
We're gonna have to see. But yo, guys, I'm gonna be back Thursday with another stream. Tomorrow I'm gonna be in Manchester for the Football Content Awards, so I'm not gonna be doing a video. Maybe I'll do a vlog if you guys want one. But yeah, for now, I bid you guys adieu. If you guys want to go check out our previous videos, I've done a bunch of videos on team of the season and some other stuff. In addition to the Ronaldo to Arsenal, Mason Mount to Arsenal, some dumb transfer. I don't want nothing to do with him.
Oh my God, fam.
Anyways, you guys have a wonderful day.
Big up still.
Jamaica will be at the next World Cup.
Big up, boys. Big up you, man.
Peace, guys.
Big up, man.
Peace and love.
Yeah.